I was trying to give island vibes with today's install. It's giving Princess Tiana by the way of Ariel. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. And to be honest, this is the best I've ever laid the back of a wig. So if you want to see how I did it, then let's get into it. I'm starting with my bald cap already done. Y'all know how to do this already, and if you don't, let me know so I can go ahead and make a dedicated video to like wig prep. But I've been wearing my hair in miracle knot braids, so I have my hair in like individual plaits that I kind of tucked into my bald cap some way, somehow in the back. And now we can get into the star of the show. Ashimary sent me this 360 curly wig and I cannot wait to play with her. I've been seeing so many really cute like 360 wig installs, full lace installs where the back looks really neat, and I want to get to that level. I can lay the front of a wig in my sleep, but I've never been a big 360 full lace girl and I want to get into it. As usual, they sent some goodies with the wig, but I love these robes. I love when they send me these little silk robes that come with the wigs. Girl, so comfy. And I'm not gonna lie, I be feeling cute in my little matching silk robe and bonnet, okay? The branding is branding. Keep it up, ladies, I'm here for it. This is a kinky curly 360 wig with kinky curly edges. Girl, I'm about to give y'all all the tea on this wig. It's low-key a tongue twister, so check the links below if you want to get into the details on your own. But we have a kinky curly 4C edge 360 wig in 20 inches. So she's a kinky curly texture. She has 4C edges and 360 lace, so we can get a cute little ponytail going, okay? Also, I believe I got transparent lace. So that's all the tea if you want to go ahead and pick her up. And of course, I'll put the links and any coupon codes that I have in the description bar. We're trying to save all the coins this season, every season, okay? I love the texture of the hair. It's a really nice kinky curly texture and the edges make it look so natural. It gives like slightly sweat out my edges, real natural Beyonce lace tees. You know how Beyonce will have like a body wave wig, but it'll have kinky edges? It gives very that. Now, as far as the cap construction is concerned, we have the Invisi straps in the back, which allow for us to make the 360 lace in the back really fit our head. You can kind of customize it, tighten it, loosen it, whatever you need to do. And it just makes a glueless 360 install that much easier. It also has combs on the inside, 2 combs on the sides in the front and 1 comb in the back. I ended up taking the combs in the front out and just leaving the 1 comb in the back. But everybody has their own preferences when it comes to combs. Some people take them all out, some people leave them. It's up to you, girl. But for me personally, I like my wigs to be super comfortable and I just kind of err on the side of caution, okay? I put my little gels and jams and potions on the edges and pray for the best. But I typically leave the combs alone, except for the comb in the back. So let's get into the fun stuff and pop her on, okay? Honestly, truly, she was fitting kind of good off rip, which I was kind of gagged, okay? However, I had a little extra lace behind my ear, so I went ahead and just trimmed off a little tiny bit behind my ear so it laid really flat on my sideburn. That's all the customization I had to do. Very much so gagged. I also just trimmed a little bit off right in front of my sideburns to kind of customize the hairline a little bit, but as far as the plucking and all of that, I let her be. The wig came with these little adhesive tabs, which I like to use on my sideburn area because with my glueless installs, I can get the lace to lay really nicely, but the sideburns literally always lift. So I like to apply a sticky tab on either sideburn just to kind of anchor the wig in place. If you like a glueless install, but you have a hard time with your sideburn pieces, try this out. It gives you a little extra hold where you need it while still allowing you to do a full glueless install. You just take the little sticky back off, press it into place, take the little cover piece off, and then you'll have a nice sticky anchor for your wig. Okay, so once I have her pressed into place with the sticky tabs, now we can go into actually melting the lace in the front. And for this, I'm gonna use the Bold Hold Lace Jelly. I like the way that it kind of hides the lace grids, gives me a nice glueless hold, and it's super easy to remove. So she's kind of that girl and she's Black owned. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this and place it right along the lace all the way across the hairline. Give it a quick little blow dry, and then I'm gonna put my elastic band down just to get her really nice and melted in the front. And this hair is gorgeous. If I wasn't so hell-bent on like doing a cute little updo so I can work on the back, I would definitely just wear it down. The curl pattern is gorgeous. The density is beautiful. You can just define the curls and wear it just like this, but we got to lay the back, okay? That is the skill we are trying to acquire on this very evening. So before we get started with any products, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those Invisi straps in the back just to get it to lay nice and tight. After I tighten them, I just tuck them right into the wig, and because they're clear, you don't see them. I'm just pulling my little elastic band from the front down so we can get situated, okay? You gotta get situated so we can get this done as cleanly and cutely as possible. I don't even know if cutely is a word, but it is today. And I'm using the lace jelly to do a glueless install on the back as well. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that jelly onto my kitchen and kind of brush it up and smooth all of my hair going up so it's not in the way of the wig. So it's kind of acting as an edge control and a glueless adhesive. Side note, this product is a great edge control, especially for curly styles. We love a multi-use product in this household. And once we have that product applied, I'm gonna hit it with my blow dryer just a little until it's slightly tacky. Pull the lace down and lay the lace into that product, and then I'm gonna follow that up with a little bit of the Got To Be Glued spray and just give that a little spritz along the edges in the back for some extra holds before I put my elastic band on the back as well. So I have my one elastic band on the front, now I got my other elastic band on the back. We are tied down, okay? Tied to smithereens. We are melting right now, okay? It's been about 20 minutes and I can start to take my elastic bands off, starting with the one from the back, and I think I did pretty good. Now we're gonna play with it a little bit and make it look even more natural, but to start off, this is literally the best I've ever done my 360 install. I think I'm learning. The front is also laid, and then to make the back look a little bit more natural, I just kind of rubbed down some baby hairs in the back as well to give it a softer, more supple, natural, just tossed my hair up kind of vibe. Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all seeing the vision? To tint the lace a little bit, I'm going in with my foundation powder on a small fluffy brush and just applying that lightly to the lace at my edges. I wanted to blend in with my complexion a little bit better. Like I said, we have transparent lace and I just want to tint it a little bit. And I just gave my little foresty edges a little brush, a little tousle just to get them loosened up and give that really nice natural look. It looks gorgeous so far. I'm really loving how the edges make it look so natural, but we still have to style her. We still have to give my updo fantasy. So I'm gonna start off by parting out a little bang area. I thought I wanted to do an updo with a swoop, so baby, take this little part with a grain of salt, but I'm just sectioning out a small little section in the front where I thought I was gonna have a little leave out situation. I'm also gonna part out a little bit more hair in the back for like a little tendril, Princess Tiana type, leave out in the back type vibes. Just trust the process, okay? I'm parting a little bit of that hair out. And then I'm gonna put my elastic band back on to cover my edges in the back and a little bit of the front as well, because we do have a glueless install and I don't wanna put too much tension on my edges and make it lift while we're styling the hair. So for a little security measure, we're gonna tie her back down while we start the styling process. And now this whole little back section is going up, okay? So I want to start to press it into place to kind of get everything molded and laying in the direction that I want it to lay. So I'm going in with my hot comb and starting to press everything back and into place, up and into place, honey. Basically, our hot comb is our first styling measure, okay? Now, once I get the roots pressed and starting to go the direction that I want, I'm actually gonna wet the hair down just so it's a little bit easier to manage and style. I'm gonna get her nice and damp and then start to mold the hair towards the top where I want my ponytail as like the base of the updo I'm creating. Now, once I have my ponytail roughly in place, I'm gonna go in with my Mousse Def foam and I'm gonna use this to smooth up the edges and get it nice and sleek as possible. I'm brushing her into place and getting it nice and smooth. And then once I have it exactly how I want it, I'm gonna take the ponytail down and redo it. But this time it'll be way smoother because we have everything already laying into place. We have all our products in it. This is our final ponytail that we're actually gonna use to style. So of course we have to define the curls. I'm gonna go in and wet all of the curls down using my little spray bottle, and then I go in with a little bit of that mousse as well, just to kind of give them a little bit of extra definition. I'm using my Cantu detangling brush to, of course, detangle and give some extra definition. I'll link it down below. I love this on my natural hair, my curly units, my straight units. It's just an overall really useful brush to have, and it's relatively easy to find. So yeah, I'll link it down below for you guys. If you have a really thick natural hair or if you wear curly wigs a lot, you need her. So I finally have my curls defined, and I know I want a messy updo, so I'm just trying to play with it, see how I want the ponytail to lay and how I want my updo to look. Honestly, you just have to play with it until you get it exactly how you want it. Try things, take it down, have fun with it. And to be honest, sometimes the messier the better. I'm using a little bit more of that mousse to kind of define the curls on my little 4C edges and to kind of blend them into the updo a little bit more. I'm kind of curling them up, swooping them back, just making them look nice and soft, but still a part of the style. And I really thought I wanted a bang with this style, so I tried like wetting the hair in the front, trimming it to give it a little bit of shape, applying some product to it, but overall I was just not in love with the bang. I'm still playing with it, but I'm not sure. But what I do know is I have some really cute gold shell-like hair clips that I wanted to use for this style because I wanted to go for a mermaid, beachy, curly, carefree type updo. And I've been waiting to use these clips. So I'm kind of using those to pull curls here and there and just add a little bit of shape to the ponytail. Now we can't forget about our little tendrils in the back. So I went ahead and wet those down a bit, and I'm going in with my razor comb just to kind of thin it out and make it a little bit shorter so it looks more natural. And I also applied a little bit of product just to give it some definition as well. Overall, you want it to look kind of messy, kind of lived in, I threw my hair up and these little pieces just fell down, you know, like oopsie, bend and snap type vibes. And no matter what I tried, I was just not living for the bangs. It was giving very Jackson 5 6 member. It gave very left off bad and bougie. I just could not get into it. So I ended up swooping it back and clipping it and just got rid of the whole bang situation altogether, which ended up working out because I love the 4C edges on this wig. I think it's really the star of the show. So having the hair out of my face kind of allowed for that to really shine. I had a couple of little seashell clips I wanted to add to this style as well. So I'm placing those randomly up top. And this is the finished look. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks really soft. Honestly, I'm super proud of myself for how good the back looks. I would actually go outside like this. Like, I'm confident in it. I think it looks really good. I think it looks relatively natural. I think unless you're a wig girl, you wouldn't really know. But let me know, y'all. Y'all love to read me for filth. So let me know how I did. Give me like a 1 to 10 how good you think I did on this 360 install. Give me some tips for the girls that get it, okay? Put me on, give me product recommendations. What do I need to know to make it even better for next time? But I'm kind of proud of this. I think I did good. I hope that you guys really enjoyed today's video. All the details about this hair, the products that I use, everything, honey, will be down below in the description box if you guys want to check that out. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babes.